Se volvió ese chico que habló en mis canciones, esas madrugadas y hermosas conversaciones. Se volvió ese chico.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am hitting you guys with a makeup tutorial. I am basically going to take you guys along the way, showing you guys how I achieve my everyday makeup look. What I'm about to show you is literally the steps I do and the colors I use and the products I use to achieve my everyday makeup look. When I need to get ready real quick, or if I don't really got much time to work with, this is actually the makeup look I do. So if you guys do want to know how I achieve this look, and then just make sure to keep on watching. But before we do get into today's video, make sure to subscribe. So I went ahead and did my brows, since my brows are the ones that take me forever in a day to freaking do. If you guys do want an updated eyebrow tutorial, make sure to let me know down below in the comments, and I will do a dedicated video for that. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my eyes. What I do like to use is the Frankie Rose Our Little Secret Concealer in the shade Chai. I'm gonna go ahead and put that all on my eyelid, and hopefully you guys can see me really good. Normally I do have a cute little setup or something against my wall, but we have filled this home to its max capacity. I'm gonna take my little beauty blender. It's like a little baby one. I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that concealer out. Sorry if you guys can see my little mirror right here in the front. I'm actually getting ready because today is Serenity's birthday. Happy birthday to my baby girl. We are hosting a little birthday parade for her, so hopefully that actually ends up being a good little outcome. What I do use to set my eyes, my face, is a Laura Mercier translucent powder. I do like to use the Morphe M502 brush that looks like this. Sorry if you guys can hear everybody in the back. And now I'm going to be taking my Almay black eyeliner. Excuse it being a freaking mess. It has like eyelash glue on it, but what I'm going to be doing is actually putting this eyeliner onto the top of my waterline, or not waterline, the top of my lash line. I know this might be uncomfortable to do at first, but I promise you guys it makes a whole ass difference, especially when you lay out your lashes, like your false lashes. My Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe, and I want to say this is her first one because I think she has like the second palette now. As you guys can see, the two shades that I use for my everyday color is literally this shade right here and this shade right here. I don't have the little paper anymore of the one that has like the color chart, so I can't even tell you what colors I'm using. But I'm gonna take my Morphe B83 brush. I'm gonna tap into this shade right here, this one that I told you. Basically going to lay it all over my eyelid, and then we'll go ahead and blend it out. I only use two colors for my everyday eye look. Let me go ahead. So I'm gonna bring it up until like the end of my eyelid. Hopefully you guys are able to see what I am doing. So hopefully like once our house is done getting built, we will be able to make me a little workroom where I can film my tutorials and stuff. But you don't have to be all perfect with it either. Oh, Serenity's crying for me. I kind of wanted to kill two birds with one stone today. We are vlogging on our vlog channel for her birthday. I just thought I'd do this tutorial real quick for you guys, since I was going to do the makeup look anyways. So like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect since we are going to be blending it out. What I'm going to do is take my rounded crease brush. I freaking love this brush. It's from Sephora. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up more of that same color and kind of just start blending that eyeshadow out. That way it doesn't look so inconsistent, patchy, all the above. When I'm doing my makeup, it's so hard for me to literally focus and like talk at the same time. And then just blend it out until you see that there's really no harsh line. Because you see this one right here compared to this one already. Do it to the other side. What I normally do is I like to work on one eye, and once I'm done with that, I do the same for the other eye. Don't worry if it still looks not as perfect as you want it because we are going to be still blending everything out. So at this point, I'm going to be taking my Molly blending brush. I actually received this brush in my Boxycharm box. I'm going to go ahead and pick up this color right here. This is the color that I'm actually going to be using as my transition shade. So you are going to lay it right on top where the eyeshadow crease ends and kind of just blend it out, and make sure that you're actually bringing this color to life a little bit. Since it is on the little bit on the lighter shade, it'll be peeking through once you pack it on, but a little goes a long way. Don't pack on too much too fast. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see the difference already, but this has the transition and this doesn't. So we're gonna go ahead and do it to the other side. I think it's R38. This is my favorite freaking blending brush as well. I literally only work with like 1, 2, 3, 4 brushes and they just become my fave. But I'm gonna go back to that first brown shade that we used right here and just pick up a little bit more, and now kind of just blend the transition color and the lid color together. And the same to the other side. Take that Molly brush once again, and without picking up any color, just kind of blending it all out once again. That is basically it for laying out that eyeshadow. And now I'm going to just take my eye curler and curl my lashes. I have really straight lashes. I am super in love with the MAC eyelash curler. Let me know if you guys do have another favorite. I have yet to find another eyelash curler that beats the MAC Cosmetics one. I'm gonna take mascaras. Bad Girl Bang mascara. I freaking love this mascara so much. The only downfall that I don't like is that the wand picks up so much product. Once the mascara dries, I come back to recurling my lashes because, like I said, my lashes are so freaking straight that as soon as I put mascara, it kind of starts to flatten it. While we let the mascara dry, we are going to come back to my eyes, but this is the process I do it, and I'm kind of showing you what I do on a normal basis. So make sure you moisturize your face. I moisturize my face every morning. Like when I wake up, I wash my face and then I'll put lotion. Now I'm going to be taking my Smashbox Oil and Shine Control Primer. I freaking love this primer so much. I already kind of need a new one, so I get about this much. Kind of just start at my T-zone since that's where I get the most oily, and then just work my way out. Oh my god, guys, my forehead. Serenity the other night freaking fell on me. Like, she was jumping and I was on the couch and she landed on me. She messed me up with her tooth. I legit thought her tooth was going to not be there anymore because that's how hard she hit me. I take my foundation and I do use the Frankie Rose Matte Perfection Foundation. What I like to do is I like to pump it onto my hand, and I do about 2 pumps first. I do have a code with Frankie Rose, so if you guys do want to purchase your foundation, I'll go ahead and list that down below in the description for you guys. I freaking live for Frankie Rose. So now I'm gonna be taking my Stellazzi. It's just a concealer brush, but I use it to kind of lay out my foundation. I'm gonna just be doing little brush strokes, and then I'll be taking my beauty blender to blend it all out. When you do it with a beauty blender right off the bat, I feel like I end up having to use so much freaking product. But I do love Frankie Rose, like you're able to build the product up. So now I'm going to be taking my beauty blender and just blending it all out. So what I do like to do to the edge of my eyeshadow, this is kind of when I do tend to clean up the edges, is I kind of just softly blend it to my brow, to like the end of my brows. Like I can see how swollen this whole section is. I was scared. I was literally telling Bo, oh my god, is it normal? It was literally like protruding out. See what I mean? So earlier, before I did this second layer, you were able to see the redness. It has a more full coverage. I've tried multiple foundations and I always result going back to my Frankie Rose. Now I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I do use the shade Light Neutral to highlight my face. So I'm gonna put it here on my chin, my nose, and then under my eyes. So literally everything just requires blending. Like you blend, 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 blend. So I do bring the concealer all the way up and then to the side of my brow right here. And do the same for the other side. I feel like this is my easiest makeup look. I feel like eyeshadow always takes just as long. Like I feel like eyebrows is the longest part for me to like get ready is my eyebrows, and then whatever eye look I use like eyeshadow. I feel like everything else is just easy. So now I'm gonna go back into my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is a BH Cosmetics brush in 114. It's kind of just like a big brush. I would say like just get a powder brush that you can lay your translucent powders. I don't use cream contour, I do use powder contour. So wherever I'm going to be laying my powder contour is where I'm going to be setting the translucent powder. If I don't do this step, I feel like my face just looks muddy. And then for my nose, I just take the tip of the beauty blender and dab it into there and just set it. And then I use this one. You don't want to like swipe. What you want to do is tap it in. That's kind of the technique I go for. It's just tapping it in. So now I'm going to be taking my contoured brush. This one's beat up already. I actually bought another one, but I don't know where it's at. But it's an angled brush. And then I use the Hoola bronzer by Benefit Cosmetics. Tap it in, and with that angled part, I angle it inward, like towards my hairline, and kind of just do like light brush strokes going towards my mouth, kind of like at this angle. You want to work with the least amount of product and then kind of just build it up, kind of like if you were to doing eyeshadow, because you don't want to slap on too much color too fast. So you're gonna do the same for the other side. I know I look crazy right now, but this look is gonna be pulled together, I promise. I do like to do circular motions on my forehead. Do circular motions on my forehead all the way to my temples and kind of just connect it downward. So you're gonna do the same for the other side. So now I'm gonna go straight into my jawline. I already have a defined jawline, and something that I used to hate growing up, but it's crazy to think that now girls actually get fillers in the jawline to get that more defined jawline. So I've kind of learned to embrace it. So what I do is I try to hide a little bit of my jawline here, just because I do have a very defined jawbone. So I literally will like shadow it and then connect it downward to my chin. But I tend to pack on a little bit more back here. So now I'm also going to be kind of doing like swipey motions around my chin. I have like a defined jawline, and then I have like a dimple right here in my chin. You guys see it? Oh, I freaking hate it. I was contemplating getting Botox on my chin. That way I can get rid of that dimple. So now I'm going to be taking this Morphe MO brush, and this is actually the brush that's in Brittany Bear's collab with Morphe for the nose contour. I just tap it into the contour, and then I kind of just following like the bridge of my nose, like on the side, going downward to the tip, kind of downward. I really love this brush because I feel like it blends it out as you're doing the swiping down motions. It's crazy how makeup like can transform a face, huh? So I do it on the bottom of my nostril and then kind of like right above the circle of the nose. So now I'm going to tap back into my setting powder. Before I dab my beauty blender back into the translucent powder, I'm going to go ahead and blend out underneath my eyes, because by the time I lay out my contour, I already have creases underneath my eyes. You do not want to set it with creases. Go ahead and go under my eye and set the translucent powder. Translucent powder on the side of my nose. This will kind of define my contour on my nose. And then just blend it all the way out. Everywhere we didn't set for on contour is basically what we are going to be setting now. Now we're gonna carve out our contour. So what I do is I go to like the mid part of my ear, like right here in the middle, and kind of line it to the end of my mouth. And I do use the tip of the beauty blender. I don't like to leave my translucent powder baking for super long. I literally just set it and then I brush it off, because as much as I have oily skin in my T-zone area, my skin dries up so fast. Take my big old pointed brush, just get anything you have, just like a fluffy brush, and kind of just dust and then kind of like pack it in, if that makes sense. You still want it to set your makeup. So right here under my eyes, I kind of do like a sweeping motion. I used to be able to bake for like 5 minutes and my skin won't look super dry, but not anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and just bring it down to my neck because we did put some foundation. I'm going to be taking my blush, and I do use the MAC Cosmetics one. It is a mineralized blush in the shade Warm Soul, and I'm gonna take my Morphe M106 brush. I used to never like using blush, but it actually makes a difference. So now that we have let the mascara dry, this is when I actually go in and recurl my lashes. The lashes that I do love to use is from the Lash Bar LA, and I do use Boss Babe. Oh my god, guys, when I do not have eyeliner on, I mean, this looks so good with eyeliner too, but I feel like this is just like the cherry on top when you're not wearing eyeliner. I do now have a code with the Lash Bar LA, guys. I'll go ahead and leave it down below in the description for you guys, because let me just tell you that when you try Boss Babe, it's gonna change your whole freaking world. I do like to use pointed tweezers, and I do use Duo for my glue. So I'm gonna just lay the glue for the last strip, and then I'm gonna do it for the other side as well. Once I feel that the glue is already getting tacky, I'm gonna go ahead and just lay it on. Hopefully you guys can see. The goal is to let it get tacky. That way when you go to lay it on your lid or your lash line, you're not struggling or fighting with it, or it getting like all slipping off. Look at this eye compared to this eye, guys. Like the difference. I'm telling you guys, these lashes will change your freaking life. And I literally will wear the hell out of lashes. Like, as long as you take care of them, your lashes will last you like hella times. Okay, Maria Estella, I am going to be using the Benefit Cosmetics, the 24-hour brow gel. It's a brow setter. This one is a clear gel, so I literally like just brush it onto my brows, and this will help keep all my little pelitos in place. Before I do get into my waterline, I am going to be taking my MB83 Morphe brush, the little flat brush like this, and I'm going to be tapping in to this brown color again, and basically just following the bottom of my lash line, like connecting it to the top eyeshadow. I'm going to also be taking the Sephora brush again, that small blender brush. I do have this color swatch. I want to say that's from Veramona. Yeah, Veramona. I freaking love it because when I'm transitioning in between colors, like I can just dust off my color on here. It's pretty dope. It's been a life changer. I'm going to also be taking that lighter color right here, blending it underneath, making all the colors just blend out flawlessly together. We just want to make sure that everything flows, you know. So now I'm gonna take a little pointed brush, as you see right here, and I'm gonna now tap into this white color, and that's the color that I'm gonna put for my inner eye highlight. So if you guys do not own the Jaclyn Hill times Morphe palette, the first one, like, you guys are missing out. Now I'm going to be taking my NYX white eyeliner and just laying it on your waterline. The pop of white literally makes your eyes stand out. So this has the white and this doesn't. Now I'm going to be taking my Bad Girl Bang mascara again. So this part I do have to concentrate, guys, because I do tend to get mascara on the bottom of my eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and just lay my mascara out real quick. I do tend to do about 2 to 3 layers. Okay guys, we are completely done with the eyes, and I promise you we are almost done. So now I'm going to be taking my Morphe setting spray and basically just set my makeup real quick. Let it dry. I'm going to be taking my highlight brush. This is from Morphe. I don't know the style of this brush because I do use it so much. Taking my Anastasia times Amrezy highlighter. I freaking love this highlighter so much. So I'm going to just be dabbing it, and I start off by the tip of my nose. And then this side. Just making sure that you follow like your cheekbone. And I do dust it on the side of my brows as well, my chin. So I do take my crown pointed brush and I tap it in and I lay it right here on the bridge of my nose. But then I go back with my brush and kind of just blend that out. So I go back with that pointed brush and I lay it right underneath my brow bone. Now I'm going to be taking my lip liner Bite Me by Morphe Cosmetics.
No sé qué tú ves en mí, mi amor. Ya no dejes de mirarme, que ya me gusta quién soy. Contigo me siento en control. Eres el balance en este mundo, poco humor. Se volvió ese chico que habló en mis canciones.
And then I do get this little e.l.f. brush. It's like a tiny little e.l.f. concealer brush. I go around it and just clean it up to make sure my lip liner is more precise. I'm going to be using my MAC lip primer. Do not judge my products, guys. They have eyelash glue everywhere. But this lip primer works so freaking bomb. So I'm just gonna prime my lips. I'm going to be using the shade Naturally Transformed by MAC Cosmetics. It is a nude color. So now that that's laid out, I'm going to take my lip liner back and kind of just blend it together with the lipstick to kind of create an ombre effect. You don't want the ombre to look so intense, but you still want the lip liner color to pop. And voila, guys. Now to finish it up, you're going to use your setting once again. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know down below if you guys want to see new makeup tutorials, what makeup looks you guys want me to do for you guys. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. For my previous video, I was doing a makeup giveaway, so the winner and post notification goes to this person right here. You should have received a message to your comment telling you to please email me to that email. So all you have to do to be my next post notification shout out is be subscribed to my channel, have your post notifications on, comment down below showing some love. I love you guys and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Se volvió ese chico que habló en mis canciones. Esas madrugadas que